is the drama. The drama has arrived. Hey fam, what's up, what's up, what's up? This is Robert Anton here, robertantonnyc, coming to you with your no frills American Idol commentary from a singer. It is group week and we all know there is always so much going on, so much drama, so many things happening, and I'm going to tell you what happened. Let me tell you. We started out on day one and they did a little switcheroony. Okay, so they used an airplane hangar to start the new round of Hollywood week. But first we got clips of people jumping on planes and arriving in the city. 212 contestants were taken straight to the hangar instead of going to their hotel rooms for a sudden death round before they even get a hotel room. Idol was not playing it like we ain't paying for the hotels for all you people. Y'all going home if you cannot produce. And the judges arrived and announced that some would have to sing again so they can make another cut. Let me tell you, surprised them right off the plane, baby. Johnny Newcomb was up first. He did Pumped Up Kicks by Foster the People. He had his guitar out and ready. He was lacking a little energy, but his voice sounded good with a little extra gruff, and I thought he produced well on the spot. And I'm going to talk about some people, you know, who I actually said something about. There's some people that just kind of flew by and I didn't say anything. There's a lot of people, a lot going on. I'm going to try to get as much in as I can, but if they got any screen time, they'll probably be down in the description box if you just want to find their name. Zwetsch did Let Her Go by Passenger. She also had her guitar and sounded good. Henderson did Toxic by Britney Spears, and she had a great sound and a really nice arrangement. I really liked this. Caitlin Johnson did Only Girl in the World by Rihanna, and she did it a cappella and was pushing quite a bit and didn't stand up to the others before her. Roth did Radioactive by Imagine Dragons, and he nailed his performance. It was a little rough, but really well connected. The judges said they were distracted by his bad piano playing. They were saying to each other, and J-Lo was fighting for him. She was all in. And if you're fighting for me, please make sure to thumb it up. Let me know that you are here, that you are appreciating the commentary, and let others also know that we are here discussing American Idol. I'm going to jump right back into it. We got a clip of a few people who really choked under pressure. Then Tristan Langley was 15, did Make You Feel My Love by Adele, and the little bit of I heard him, he sounded really good and was into the feeling of the song. Deplitch did Brave by Sara Bareilles, and she played the piano and was a little strained vocally and kind of losing the pitch. Then Eric was 28 did She Talks to Angels by the Black Crowes, and he sit down and played the piano. I don't remember what I didn't say anything. Like I wrote, he sit down and played the piano, and then I dropped it right there. Neco Starr had a really good performance doing Guerilla by Bruno Mars. He nailed it. I really like him. He really nailed it. I hope he makes it all the way to top 20 this time. Khristian did Take It All by Adele, and I thought she was very emotional in this. But the sound of her voice just wasn't good, and they were already on the fence about her in her first audition. Harry said she was kind of flat. J-Lo said she had no flow, so we know she's going home. Then they sent 160 people to safety and split the rest into two groups. Sent one group to the bus going to Hollywood, the other group to the bus going to the airport, and they didn't tell them which one was going where, and they didn't have any signs of this, and they didn't know. And I wrote that they were just sending them away from them so they didn't have to go through all of the screaming and hollering and crying and all that good stuff. They could do it on the bus. Just do it on the bus. They didn't find out where they were going until they got to their destination, or you know, of course, they got almost to their destination. Because I mean, you can see out the windows and stuff of the bus. I could see the lights and stuff, so I know that they could tell that they were on the highway or whatnot, but I think they went mostly through the city so that they wouldn't be sure. Anyway, bus 1 went to the airport, bus 2 went to Hollywood, and Neco Starr was on it. Hey! Yes, congratulations, dude. There were a bunch of other people, but I ain't got everybody's name. Day 2 was at the Dolby Theater in Hollywood, where 4 of the Idol winners were crowned. Now for this round, the contestants came out in groups of 10, like on, you know, like a chorus line, and they stepped forward to perform step back, and the judges decided who was going home after all 10 of them sang. You know, we've seen this over and over and over again. Majesty Rose was up first. She did 1, 2, 3 by Feist. Her voice really sailed on this song. I really enjoyed her performance, like her so much. Brandy Neely was 18. She had a great sound on this and just felt the moment and really filled it out, and then they made a cut. I ain't go to who was cut and who didn't get cut and who wasn't cut because I didn't get everybody's name. It was moving just too fast. Spencer Lloyd did Say Something by Great Big World. He had a nice touching moment with this performance, and the judges were just cheesing all. They were just smiling so big. Harry said good song choice, and J-Lo said perfect for him, and I noted that he played the piano. Austin Wolf did Take It All by Adele, and she sang a cappella and had a good sound. I liked her chest voice best. She had this upper voice that was alright, and I was on the fence about it. I was like, but her chest voice was really nice. Selena Moreno, one of the twins, she sang a cappella and had just a bit of a rush going, and she was rushing through the song a little bit for me. And then her voice gave out. It just she just choked, and it seemed like her throat had constricted, so she couldn't really sing anymore, and she kept going back. We went to commercial and all that, you know, they're telling her calm down, relax, get through it, and she got through it. She tried to soldier through, but it just didn't sound good, and she was sent home, not surprisingly. Sam Wolf was 17, he did Waiting on the World to Change by John Mayer, and he gave a really good, solid performance, just natural and a good vibe. CJ Harris did Trouble by Ray LaMontagne, and I wrote, this is always a good song choice if you have the emotion to pour into it, and he did a really good job vocally, and his face was going through the emotions, like, oh, these range of emotions, you know. I was just like, work, boy, loved it. J-Lo stood for him, and Keith messed people on this one because they had him step forward first and had other people step forward, and those people just knew that he was going through, right? Then they had him step back, talk about CJ, had him step back, and those people all went through. I was like, oh no, they messed with Eric, because I know people who step forward were like, all right, yeah, I know he going through, so I'm going through. They were like, no, CJ, step back. That group you will be going through. Oh God, that was evil, that was mean, that was fun. It was so much fun. So Madeline Patterson got the commercial treatment, you know, going into commercial. They said, is this person staying? And I was like, she got to be saying. She sounded great, and she was like all up, emoting and stuff like that, and she did go through to the next round. Then Kinsey Hall did Can't Hold Us by Macklemore, and what a great arrangement of this song. It was acoustic, you know, with her guitar, and she did such nice melodic changes and additions to the song. I really enjoyed it. They stopped her before she really got into the rap part where she was really singing it, but I know she tore it up, and I hope she's gonna get to do it again. Y'all, I gotta put the link in here because, you know, I did a cover of this song on my cover channel, so I'll put a link so you can guys go and check that out and let me know what you think. Dexter Roberts, he gave a strong performance, and Keith played his guitar after he finished. Then Rachel Valeri, 17, did Angel from Montgomery by John Prine, and she had Keith singing harmony along with her. You know, when you're singing along with somebody, you are really into it. Always a good indication that she was going through. Maurice Townsend did Impossible by Chantel, and J-Lo was singing with him, and he was bringing it really strong, just powerful vocal. George Lovett did You Got It Bad by Usher, and him, Tequila Wilson, Emily Perez, and Malcolm Allen all went through to the next round. And Malcolm Allen had such a beautiful sound and really touched my heart in this short little segment. I mean, it's just, I don't know what he has this really gospel tone and flavor, and all of these four people that I mentioned had so much soul and such a spiritual connection to their songs. I really enjoyed them all. Farid Zaidi, he did Proud Mary by Tina Turner, and this guy is so funny, and he has a great voice too. This was really different and had me screaming, and I was screaming because I was laughing really loud and stuff like that, but it was also because he sounded so good doing it. I gotta watch it again because it was really good. If you don't see anything else, if you did not watch the whole thing and you ain't watching, watch this boy do Proud Mary. It was fun, really good too. Khristian O'Connor, she got quite a bit of singing time, and let me tell you, it was rough and sexy and sounded good. Emmanuel Zador did And I'm Telling You by Jennifer Holliday, and he turned up for this. I was sorry, this boy is just so out there, and he was big and brassy, though I thought it was a bad song choice. I'm sorry, I just did, but he made it through to the next round. Good for him. He's got a lot of personality, and he can sing. He sounds good. Brianna Oakley did Mama Do by Pixie Lott, and she made it through to the next round. Then Keith London did If I Were a Boy by Beyonce, and this sounded good in his voice and was kind of a strange choice for a guy. That's what he was going for, though. He said he wanted to be memorable, you know, and all that good stuff, and it did happen. He was definitely remembered. Harry said the intonation of the guitar and the novelty of the song choice threw them, and they were talking so much that they didn't even hear him sing. Not a good way to be remembered. But they asked him to do a little bit of something else. He sang an a cappella version of Same Love by Macklemore, and he just did, you know, just a little bit of the chorus part, and he had good pitch and intonation. He took a really big risk, and I really liked that. You know, and sometimes you take a risk and you rise to the highest heights, and sometimes you fall flat on your face. Luckily, the judges did enjoy him ask for something else, and he showed what he can do, and he did get another chance. So that's good. I'm glad he went through to the next round. He's probably going to be interesting to watch. Malaya Watson played the piano and was killing the vocal. Harry wanted to stop her, and J-Lo was like, no, keep going. Then Jen Escuto, she also played the piano and showed some light, tender vocals and also a nice bigger sound. Savion Wright was up next. He did Breathing Underwater, an original song that he wrote because his brother died, and he wrote this song for his brother, and it was very touching. I'm not sure if that's the name, but it's you know, the kind of thing that kept coming up, so I'm pretty sure that is the name. And he was reminding me of like a sedated Stevie Wonder on this. I don't know if you caught that little vibe, but I was like, oh, it kind of reminded me of Stevie Wonder. Oh yeah. So 104 contestants went through out of 160. And then we went to day 3, group day. Now for group day, we all know how this goes too. They didn't change it up as much as they did last time. They all got the song list and had to find their own group members. Then they had to get in line for the vocal coaches. You know, there was a little fight going on for that at one point or whatever. Of course, we got some strong disagreements, people who decided to switch groups, folks crying out of frustration, and one guy decided to drop out of the competition because he felt like he wouldn't be able to sing. He was sick, you know, he was losing his voice. He could talk, so I don't know if he kind of overreacted or whatever, you know, if he might have gotten some rest and, you know, done a little better, but he dropped out of the competition. You know, high drama, just high drama. Folks fighting and stuff, getting mad at each other, all the stuff that goes on. And one boy said this should be hell week. Yeah, it's like, because he was going through it with his group members. Oh my God. And then Carmen, I can't remember her last name. Did anyone else, when she was walking or when the camera wasn't right up on her face, she so reminded me of a thin Jennifer Hudson, you know, the now Jennifer Hudson. Did anybody else catch that? And we also got a preview of the dress rehearsals, and most of them were not on point, which of course led to more tears. And the accompanist was getting very frustrated with everybody, was not very nurturing of the groups. He was like, you're messing up on, and I was just like, God, they're already feeling bad and you put them through the ringer right now. Oh my God, tomorrow is going to be very interesting to see who rises and who falls, what groups stick together, and which ones they have to pick out one person who did well or something like that, because there's some of them, just the ones they were showing were not on point. Whew, can you take it? This is Robert Anton, robertantonnyc. I'm out. Peace.